Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. Today we're going to be playing Tron or Control Tron, and this list specifically comes to us courtesy of R. Clint, who won a Pauper challenge and top aided another Pauper challenge recently. So we're going to take his ideas and work off of that. Basically, the way that this deck works is we assemble our Tron mana, mine, power plant, and tower. So when you have all of those in play, you get the 7 total mana. And then you can filter the mana with Energy Refractor, which says 2, add 1 mana of any color. Really, really, really good card for Tron. And then what we want to do is we want to set up a Fog Lock with Moment's Peace, which is our flashback fog, or Stonehorn Dignitary, which says when it enters the battlefield, target opponent skips their next combat phase. So we stop our opponent from attacking us, and we eventually win by attacking with Mulldrifters or destroying their board with Dinrova Horror, which says when it enters the battlefield, return target permanent to its owner's hand, then they discard a card. So we can get them hellbent and completely on 0 cards in play. Or we bolt them out with Lightning Bolt or something. Or we compulsive research them. There's a lot of win cons. It's a relatively slow deck overall. So what Clint did is, for the mana base, he's playing the Tron lands plus 4 Sea Gates. You could play Thriving Isle here, but Seagate can mimic you being on Cawgate or a Gates pile, so that's why he did that. And then 1 Remote Isle to fetch with Expedition Map as a cycle land. 1 Quadrinx Campus, which is a scry land. And 2 islands. 1 Crystal Grotto, which is another scry land. And 1 Bajuka Bog. I think I'm going to update the Crystal Grotto. Well, I'm actually not going to change the list, but what I was thinking was this Crystal Grotto here is a Scryland, which is great. But what you also could do is you could cut one of the win conditions and play Cave of Temptation, which says 4 and sacrifice, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature, activate only as a sorcery. So that is a card that was used in the past to make your Mulldrifters gigantic, and then you can swing in for the victory kill. We're just not going to do that. So we have the 4 Energy Refractors to filter. We also have 2 Network Terminals. A Network Terminal also can pay 1 and tap another untapped artifact you control to loot. We have 4 Impulses. Our counterspells are 1 Prohibit and 1 Unwind. We have 2 Flickers and 1 Ephemerate for flicker effects. The 1 Compulsive Research over here, 2 Teachings. And then we're rounding it off with the 3 Mnemonic Walls, which are standard for Mulldrifters. And then, of course, the Dinrova Horror that I talked about. In the sideboard, 2 Blue Blasts and 2 Weather the Storms for red decks, 3 Red Elemental Blast for blue decks, 1 Cast Down as a catch-all removal spell, 1 Ancient Grudge for relics, 1 Breath Weapon. So we have 2 Breath Weapons here, which are pretty good against Swarm decks. So we're going to be bringing in like the Blue Blast and the Breath Weapon and the Weather Storm against red. Then we have Fanged Marauder and 2 Gorilla Shamans to try to fight Affinity. And that is the deck, and I will see you in the matches. This is a deck that I'm not the most well versed on, but I can provide you with some help if you want to join the Patreon and the Discord. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Now I'll see you in the matches. Okay, round 1, here we go, versus Mezzle. We're on the play. We have 1 land, so we're mulliganing. Now we have Tron, Crop Rotation, and Expedition Map. I'm going to keep this. I think it's best to get rid of this crop and go for the turn 4 Tron, and then look for, say done here, play this on green, and then we can have turn 4 Tron, and we can play an Impulse, green. So the Impulse can help us find potentially an Energy Refractor, and if we whiff, we can just go on turn 3, play Expedition Map, Crack Map. We're just going to look for, just a colored source with the Impulse. I'm guessing that Mezzle is going to be on a red deck. Green. So Bogles? Okay, so Tron is going to be pretty good versus Bogles. All we have to do is fog lock them. We just have to get it set up. So we're looking for Flicker and Stonehorn, basically. We find the Network Terminal. Let's go ahead and pass. Now we have a colored source, and I think I'm going to be looking for Stonehorn, like I said, or Flicker, or Teachings. So we can Teachings for Peace, cast Wall for Teachings, and then Teachings for Ephemerate, and then Ephemerate for Moment's Peace. So now they have a creature, and they cast Commune with Nature. They grab a Slippery Bogle. It's not very scary. Yeah, I mean, obviously Tron is good versus these kind of decks. We'll see how it goes. They go bottom, 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 bottom. Yeah. So when you're resolving something like this, it says put the rest on your bottom of your library in any order. I mean, there is some merit to stacking them, but in general, it's like not worth it. Just press any order key. Doesn't matter. Let's Impulse. Okay, we find Muldrifter, Unwind, Island, Impulse. I guess we want the Unwind for a big enchantment. Find a Muldrifter. Okay, I'm going to take the risk and just play the map here and pass. I don't think they're going to be able to get me right now. I mean, even if they play an Ancestral Mask at this point, it doesn't do that much. But we'd have to start countering them out. And I mean, eventually it's not going to matter what they have because we're just going to have a Fog Lock. Hopefully. So on the next turn, we're going to have 8 mana, play Terminal. They play Commune, looking for a creature and enchantment. These are the cards they see. Now they're going to grab this Ancestral, I guess. And this is when we'll want to hold up the Unwind. Sure. Gets Bogle. We're going to go ahead and get the Mine. 6. I suppose the best play here... trying to think this one through. Okay, we have to Mine. Then we're going to Network Terminal. So now we have 4, 5, 6 mana. So we could evoke the Muldrifter to just draw some cards and then hold up Unwind. And then later on, if we draw into a Pulsum Rasa, that's good. Yeah, that seems fine. You want to just keep going and going through your deck, I think. So here comes the Drifter. Okay, we are going to draw 2. Find Breath Weapon, Pulsum Rasa. Oh, wow, that's really good. That was like best possible case scenario. Oh, poor opponent. Oh, no. Oh, no. As soon as they play their first enchantment, we Breath Weapon and win the game. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. If you play Rancor, I will do nothing. Okay. Yep. You get a Rancor. Kill everything. Oh my god. Brutal. I mean, they get the Rancor back in hand, but we got through the Ethereal Armor. They don't have any creatures. They still have to play another creature, and then we can unwind their next thing. We can also Mnemonic Wall back the Breath Weapon right now. They're going to Glade Cover Scout and play the Rancor. We know they have an Ancestral in hand. So all we have to do is play the Mnemonic. Go play the Mnemonic Wall. Get back the Breath Weapon. We have to spam the yes key. Play Seagate on, I guess, red. Pass. If they decline to play the Mask, we can just pull some Marasa the Muldrifter. Easy game. So they have Mask in hand. Well, let's just kill their creature then. So they lose the Cartouche. They have Mask and Rancor in hand. No problem. So now I'm still not going to worry about the Rancor. It's very little damage. Green. Pulsum Rasa, the Muldrifter. So now we can go... go ahead and cast this Muldrifter here. If I draw a 2-drop, I can cast it now. Impulse or Energy Refractor. If I draw a land, I can cast Teachings. I can Teachings for an Ephemerate. Or Flicker. Probably Flicker is better because then I can... Okay, so let's just cast the Impulse right how we drew it up. Okay, we find the Ephemerate. Perfect. I'll just any order here and then play my Bog and pass. So now we have the lock. Basically what we are going to do is Ephemerate back the Breath Weapon or Ephemerate back the Unwind and easy game. Okay, so there's the Glade Cover Scout. And they're going to be able to cast the Rancor and the Mask. We can just wipe the board again and then ephemerate back the Pulsar Marasa. Because this is just going to make it oh, it's a 5-3 now. Alright, alright. Fine. I guess we're going to start fogging. Okay, we can map. So this just basically is mana neutral, where you tap tower for map, map for tower. Play tower. Okay. Attack. Alright, and we'll just slow roll them. We're going to want a teachings here for Moment's Peace. And then we'll cast Moment's Peace, and our turn ephemerate for Moment's Peace. Then we can teachings for, so here we have their ethereal armoring. So we'll go blue, blue, tap the tower, unwind this, get back my colored sources, and then go ahead and teachings, grab the Moment's Piece, and then we'll just, I don't know. So this here can cast the teachings. Go ahead and teachings for teachings. And then cast Moment's Piece. We don't even need to cast Moment's Piece here. So ephemerate this. We can just use our Weather the Storm. Green. Now I'm just looking for some ways to kill them. Green, blue, cast Weather. And we're moving along. Okay. So now they can attack for 5 if they want. What would be great here is to find a Dinrovahor now. So hit the mnemonic wall, grab the ephemerate. Yep, we do want that. And then play this. Go ahead and play terminal. Swing in. Alright, what we can do now is pretty much anything we want, obviously. But if we get back the breath weapon, we can cast breath weapon and then ephemerate the mnemonic wall, cast breath weapon again, and wipe 4. We're going to cast a commune with spirits. I'll just counter it, I guess. Counter. Just ephemerate here. Get back the unwind, I guess. I have too many options. Get back the unwind. Let's go ahead and... Okay, we just win. Just win real hard. Alright, breath weapon was okay. I think we're pre-boarded here. The only thing that we would potentially want is this Ancient Grudge. And the Lightning Bolt doesn't do very much. It'll help us close the game eventually. So we could maybe bring in another Weather the Storm or another Breath Weapon. I would say that Breath Weapon was a pretty big blowout, so maybe that's the play over the Lightning Bolt. Then eventually we can Dinrova them and attack. Yeah, it seems fine. Alright. Submit. So we're just looking to move towards a Foglock once again. Okay, we have Tron, and we have Dinrovahor, and Mystical Teachings. It's pretty slow though. This is a turn 4 Tron, with nothing else to do. Okay, this is risky, but I'm going to keep it. I think I'm going to lead on the Mine. They play an Abundant Growth, so they're not going to kill us on turn 3. Okay. Our turn, we're untapping. We find a Muldrifter. Let's lead on Mine. Play this on green. Usually want the Seagate on green overall. Okay, here comes a Solana. So I'm not sure we're going to have time to cast all of our spells. Quadranx Campus. I don't want that right now. Pass. Pass again. So it seems like what we want to do is play the Power Plant and then evoke the Muldrifter looking for a Fog or an Energy Refractor or a Network Terminal. So this is the sketchy part about this kind of Tron, is that the Tron lands here, they're really good and powerful, but we just don't have, I didn't keep anything early game, and we're just kind of sitting here waiting to get to turn 4. So if they have a turn 4 kill, we're not going to be able to beat them. But yeah, we're going to draw 2 with this Muldrifter for sure. It'll be a huge blowout if we can Dinrovahor their forest over here. That the Utopia sprawled this turn. They play another Abundant Growth on the forest. They're just cycling. Plays a Bogle. Okay, so we take 1. I guess they were looking for something good. I don't know. Power plant. Let's evoke this drifter. We can discard at least this mine. Okay, discard the mine. We find an ephemerate and a map. So we can map for a cycle land. We can teachings for Moment's Peace. They have the ethereal armor. So we're taking 7. Oh, for just 2 this turn. Okay. I guess we could also map for the grotto and then play the Din Rovahor next turn. Map. Crack the map for the grotto. Teachings for Moment's Peace. F6. Alright, so they have this Freewind Falcon, or Firewind, yeah, Freewind Falcon is here as a protection from red so that we can't breath weapon that guy. We'll see what happens on this turn. They're going to get in for 7. Okay, let's see if they have any additional enchantments. Play a land. 2 mana. Ethereal armor on the Solana. So they have 12 attackers in the air. They're tapping a bunch of mana. Armadillo Cloak. Okay, so I think what I want to do is... Okay, we have the network terminal now. Play terminal. We can play Moment's Peace this turn. And can we play anything else? Moment's Peace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Oh. We could... I guess we scry with this. Don't really need this crap rotation in hand. Although the scry's not very good if I want to cast the mystical teachings. I guess the scry's going to tell me the upcoming one. So next turn, I'm trying to think if I can play... So this is going to cast the Moment's Peace. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can cast the Din Rovahor and the Moment's Peace next turn. Alright, so I think I'm okay. And I can teachings again for another Moment's Peace. And I don't want this island. So I will pass. Our opponent is casting an Abundant Growth. Okay, they draw a card. They've got a 10/10 Flample. If you're not aware, Flample is flying and trample. They cartouche their Ledgewalker. Yeah, okay. Your Flampler is coming in. Well, it doesn't matter if they attack, right? So just green. Cast Moment's Peace. Alright, pass. Can't do anything right now. So we have a 10/10 and 11/11. We have more mana now with this power plant. How do we want to do this? We can go power plant, blue, 5, 6, Din Rovahor, bounce your Freewind, bounce this guy. This will tell us what's in their hand, if they want to keep it or not. They kept the Freewind, so they had a forest in hand. Okay. So what we can do is flicker. We can flicker here, get rid of this forest. That takes them down a bunch of enchantments, and we can still cast Moment's Peace from the graveyard. Flicker here. Get rid of this forest. Now we're not going to die on the next turn. They discard forest, so they're keeping the Falcon in hand. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to take 6. I think that's okay. Guess we'll find out what they do. They have Freewind Falcon in hand. 1 unknown. The thing I'm most afraid of is a ram through right now. They've declined to attack on accident. Whoops. That's not good. Alright, second main, they play Colony Garden. Let's see if they play the Falcon. Nope. Alright, so I want to ephemerate, get rid of this, and then on when the ephemerate rebounds, get rid of the armor. So this will put them hellbent. Get rid of their warrior token. So they are required to discard a card, and they have to discard the Falcon now. Okay, they discard the Falcon, 0 cards in hand. We're going to untap, ephemerate. So we'll ephemerate the Din Rovahor, get rid of this ethereal armor forever. And then our best draw here would be a Mnemonic Wall. Also, Energy Refractor is pretty good. I'm going to play out the Squadron's Canvas likely. Yeah, play that out. And we will black teachings. Get the Pulsamarasa. We also teachings for teachings right now. I think I'm just gonna teachings for the pulse. So I can't cast the Pulsamarasa and cast the Muldrifter, so I'm just gonna wait on everything. They've got a 2/2 flyer that they can attack us with, a 1/1 ground creature. We're holding up Moment's Peace if something goes awry. We can afford to take 4 here. Not too worried. On the next turn, we can crop the Seagate maybe. Probably just play out the Seagate. So let's Pulsamarasa the Muldrifter. Draw. And then we'll start casting Muldrifters. There's one. Yep. Draw some cards. There's an Energy Refractor. Pretty good. So we can play Seagate here. Green, doesn't matter, because I'm going to crop rotation it. Crop the Seagate. Grab a tower. So this is going to go for blue. Mnemonic Wall. Get back Ephemerate. Let's attack with the Dinnerova Horror. They're going to block with their plant. I think I want to... I guess I have to hold up the Ephemerate. So now I can Ephemerate for the Flicker if I want. Or the Pulsamarasa, really anything. They are going to attack. I'll take the 4, I guess. Once again, I'm a little bit nervous about a ram through. Let's see what happens if I Ephemerate this. Get rid of your land. They discard the land. Okay. They do have the ram through. They really should have done that in response. Attempt to Ephemerate the Mnemonic. Okay, that seemingly resolves. Now we can play this. Ephemerate the Mnemonic Wall again. Get back the Flicker. And then we can just start. I guess we just don't do that yet. Swing out. Take them off of their lands by blasting that and then getting back the Flicker. What do they discard? Glade Cover Scout. Okay. Flicker here. Get rid of the cartouche. Let's see what they do. Tron is a mean deck. That is for sure. They discard the cartouche. Okay, so let's just put them on 1 land. Flicker here. Get rid of the land. Get back the Flicker. And then just Flicker again. Get rid of this Rancor. Get back the Flicker. And we win. Okay. GG's. Round 2. Here we go. We're versus Master Exploder. Master Exploder. This is not super good, but what we have is turn 3, evoke Muldrifter, then we can pull somewhere else in the Muldrifter back, and we're on the play. So I guess I'm gonna keep it. Lead on Seagate on green. In case we draw another land. But most likely we'll have to play the turn 2 Bojuka Bog and then evoke the Muldrifter and pull somewhere else back. Green. Your turn. Do I think Master Exploder is going to be on red? Looks like they're on maybe Affinity. Play the Bojuka Bog. F6. Alright, what do you got, opponent? A Swamp. Cleansing Wildfire. Ugh. Oh, okay, so it could be Mardu. Not a fan of Wildfire piles. Find a mine. We have a tower. So let's evoke this Drifter. Network Terminal. I like that. I think it's probably best to play out the Network Terminal. Okay, they play a Wellspring. So versus this deck, what we want to do is get a Stonehorn lock going so they can't ever attack us, and then eventually attack them. Let's see. I guess if we play Tower here, we can pulse them across to the Muldrifter and then cast a wall for the pulse. The Deadly Dispute. We have to pay attention to what's going on there because they could have a Bojuka Bog. So I don't want to leave Pulsamarasa in the graveyard. They play a land. Cleansing Wildfire, my land. Okay. Grab an island. So they're going to attempt to just... Okay, so they have a Cleansing Wildfire on their own land. That's the 3rd Cleansing Wildfire. Classic. We can pulse the tower. Play the tower. then play the wall for the pulse. Okay, my turn. Okay, tap on my mana, and I'll play the Mnemonic Wall to get back to Pulse and Rasa. Your turn, buddy. It's only a problem here if they have a Journey to Nowhere, and we do have answer for a Journey to Nowhere eventually. Okay, that guy's dead. We can just pulse it back and then play it again. It's probably better to play the Seagate Oracle here, or the Seagate, not Seagate Oracle, but the Seagate itself for more colored sources. They have a Navigator's Compass again. They go to 26 life. And now they are going to cast a Makeshift Munitions. Sure. Do. Find an Energy Refractor. Like that. So let's play the Refractor. See what we draw. Power Plant. Nice. Play the Power Plant. Play this Network Terminal. Your turn. So I think we just pulse the Mnemonic Wall. And then maybe Teachings for a Flicker or Teachings for an Unwind. And then kind of just keep that up. They're going to go for the burn, although that's not going to work whatsoever because we have a million life from the Pulse of Marasa here. It's not going to be the right plan. Okay, our opponent's going to get in. Okay. No problem. So these pulse loops are kind of frustrating for decks that are trying to kill you via damage because you just pulse the wall back. And then actually we can use the Network Terminal loot here. Tap this. We're going to loot away the Seagate since we don't need it anymore. Play the Mine. Play the Wall. Get back to Pulse and Marasa. And pass. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass here. If they go for a Galblast on the wall, we can just Teachings for an Unwind and unwind the Galblast. Journey to Nowhere. I guess I'll do that Teachings for Unwind. Teachings. Grab the Unwind. And then I'll go ahead and tap, I think here. Blue. Unwind that. I'll tap my Tron lands. Do. There we go. Chainer's Edict. Okay. So we have 2 more walls left in the deck, and we can just pulse back the wall once again. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and pulse the wall, and then play Core Skyfisher, pick up the Compass, I guess. Play the Compass. Okay, we're getting to the point where we can start doing stuff. Green. Pulse this wall. Tap this for blue. Let's Impulse, looking for a Denrova. Find a Lightning Bolt and a Tower. I'll just take the Tower in the order. Okay, play Tower. Mnemonic Wall, get back the Pulse. And then we can Ephemerate the wall for the Unwind. Get back this Pulse and Marasa. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mnemonic Wall. Get back Unwind. Not going to play the Energy Refractor just yet. I want to hold up my Ephemerate. They have 2 cards in hand. They have 5 things that they can sacrifice, and they scoop the gate. So we know that they're going to be bringing in Ancient Grudge. I'm not Ancient Grudge, but Relic. We're bringing in the Ancient Grudge ourselves. I don't know if Moments Piece is really needed because they're not super aggressive. So we're going to take out these 2 Moments Pieces. Bring in 1 Ancient Grudge and 1 Blue Blast. So the Blue Blast to counter their Red Blast and stuff. Lightning Bolt to kill their creatures. Did Rova Horror eventually get there? Yeah, that seems fine. Just bring in these 2. Submit that. Okay, we can't keep this, but one thing I forgot was that, darn, Mulligan again. The Blue Blast is really quite good against their, against their Hydroblast, not Hydroblast, their turn 2 Cleansing Wildfire. So that would be a reason to go even higher on Blue Blasts. Just one's probably not going to be good enough to actually counter out their Cleansing Wildfires. We're going to do the same thing where we go Seagate on green. We have Natural Tron. So if they don't Wildfire us us, we can play mine and then have turn 4 Tron with Drifter and stuff. But we're definitely going to evoke the Drifter anyway. They're going the super aggro route with playing out the Compass. I guess that's not super aggro. It would be super aggro if they picked up their land. We have a Weather the Storm. Okay. Let's see if they Wildfire my land. 3 mana. They play Wildfire. Okay, sure. Grab an island. Play a Relic. Okay, they get rid of my island, my mine. I guess we could Weather here. Gain 9. Maybe I don't want the Stonehorns anymore and just go on removal spells and everything like that. I don't know. Okay, we have a Drifter. Evoke this Drifter. Find Map and Horror. They crack the Relic right away. Interesting. They must have another Relic then. They play a Compass. I guess they're just looking for threats. It's unusual that they would crack their Relic that fast. Play a Tower. Play a Map. Pass. So even if they Wildfire us this turn, we have Muldrifter anyway. They Deadly Dispute a Compass. We're a little bit worried about them having Pyroblast here. Okay, they get in. Let's crack this. Grab the mine. Okay, got the mine. Untap. Find a tower. Do I think they have Pyro? They really could, so I'm just gonna hard cast this. They might even have 2 Pyros in hand. They don't have a Pyro. That's perfect for me. We find an Energy Refractor. Even more awesomeness are happening. Sweet. Find a map. Okay, all good things. And let's pass. We don't need to map for too many lands. I think what we want to do is map for the cycle land. We'll just leave that up in case they Wildfire us. They play a Wellspring. It might be worth it for me to just block the Hawk, but they also could... Okay, never mind. Never mind. Alright, they get in. I think this is the right time to play the Dinroba Horror. We're going to bounce your land. And they have to discard, so they might just discard the land. They tap for red. Looks like they might kill the Dinroba Horror. Okay. So let's see if they discard their land. They discard a Lightning Bolt. We'll cast a Muldrifter. We find Flicker Map. So we want to set an upkeep stop so that we can crack the map and not have to draw at least 1 land. We might want to get our Scry land here, actually. Journey to Nowhere. So they're still getting in. They have 1 card in hand. Gorilla Shaman. Okay. Sure. I guess I can Gorilla Shaman my Refractor after a while. And our map is gone. So we want to probably leave up the Flicker for the Shaman guy. Another Muldrifter. Heyo. Slam that. We have a Prohibit. Okay, we're going to go map. Crack the map for the cycle land. Remote Isle. And your turn. So for them to shoot the Energy Refractor with the Gorilla Shaman, it's going to cost 7. No, 5. So I'm just going to leave up the activation. Alright, leave up Ghostly Flicker. Flicker here. Time Walk you, I guess. And they scoop it up. Alright, Tron's too strong. Let's go. Okay, round 3 on the play. We got Map, Refractor, Tower, Moment's Peace. I think the best plan here is to play Grotto and the Tower and the Map. So let's do that. Grotto's going to set up my next draw. Find another Refractor. That might be okay, but I think we only need 1. I don't think anyone's going to be playing main deck, Smash, or whatever right away. We're looking for our second Tron piece. Breath Weapon's pretty good. Let's play out the Refractor first. Find an Ephemerate. And they are on Affinity. Leaves on Makeshift Munitions. So Moment's Peace is going to be good. I'm going to play the Seagate on green. Pass. Not sure how to win this game 1 here. Guess just have it all before they have it all. We can double Breath Weapon to wipe the board. If we have Wall plus Ephemerate, we're gonna Deadly Dispute. Okay. Alright, so grab a Tron piece. And we're gonna untap, and we almost have Drifter. Let's just evoke the Drifter. Then we can pulse it back later. We cannot currently Drifter Ephemerate, so that's off the table. We don't really want to expose the Ephemerate right away. Play the Mine. Pass. Find a Lightning Bolt, which can be okay for either closing the game or beating something like the Gixian. Thoughtcast. We actually have nothing that we can cast this turn. So we're just going to F6. The opponent goes to 9 cards in hand. They play a Bridge and a Mirror Enforcer. So they can't hit me with a Metallic Rebuke this turn. I think I'm going to try to find my Tron land. Impulse. Let's take this Terminal. Did not find the Tron land, so this is what it is. Lay out our Network Terminal. Pass. We may have to try to Fog Lock them, which is going to be pretty difficult. Play a Thoughtcast. Okay. Play a Blood Fountain. We have a lot of recursion. There's a Mirror Enforcer. Alright, they're going to get in for 4. Pass. Okay, we take the 4. So they're getting to the point where they can just like murder us at any moment. If I find the power plant, perfect. Let's cast our Drifter. And we've got Moment's Peace. We pull some Rasa. Energy Refractor. I want to cast that right now. I think no. So we have Moment's Peace, and then we can also Ephemerate the Drifter if they try to kill it. But then we'll lose our Ephemerate, potentially. They cast a Deadly Dispute. Okay. Probably just want to pull some Rasa the other Mole Drifter and cast Moment's Peace. They go for the Galvanic Blast. Okay. We need to try to gain life here. I wonder if it'd be useful to do the Unwind combo versus this deck. Cast Moment's Peace. So we're not taking 8 this turn. Frogmite. Okay. I think I need to loot here. Clark Clan Shaman. That doesn't really matter. I guess we could just spew off the Breath Weapon and see if they respond with anything at all. Oh, if they Shaman, we can Breath Weapon them. I don't know if that matters either. It's probably better to loot. Discard a Power Plant. And then we can tap for red. Just get rid of this Shaman, I guess. Doink. They did have a Metallic Rebuke in hand. No, they bargained the Shaman. Okay. Yeah, that's okay as well. We find a Stonehorn. Okay. Tap, tap. White. Cast our Stony. Play Tower. Green. So, let's see. Cast a Refractor. Probably just want to pull some Rasa. Mole Drifter. And then we can cast another Mole Drifter. Although they could Metallic Rebuke. That's a lot to think about. And I need to hold up the Moment's Peace. Oh no, we have the Stonehorn already in play. Could just cast a Refractor. See what happens. Teachings. Okay. So we pass then. So if we can set up a combat lock with the flicker on the Stonehorn, then they'll not be able to kill us other than through damage. Let's see if they try to kill the Stonehorn. Thoughtcast. Okay. This seems like a very difficult matchup. Deadly Dispute. Now they're down to half their deck left. Plays a Wellspring. Okay. I think I can afford to loot away this Breath Weapon. 1 mana. They're going to cast an Angler here. Alright. Plays a Blood Fountain. So they have 1 mana available. 5 cards in hand. They skip the combat step. Okay, so it's my turn. I'm going to decline to loot there. Cast this Drifter. Guess I play the Island. Go ahead and Ephemerate this Stonehorn. So I can Teachings for Unwind. Grab the unwind. Unwind this guy. And then, so we're going to untap a bunch of lands. Untap, untap, untap. That resolves. And now we can teachings for prohibit, black. Or a flicker. Do we have enough mana to flicker? No. I think it's going to be the prohibit. And we'll pass. They have a lot of damage on the table, though. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 7 mana available, so they can deal 7 damage to anything at any time, basically. They're going to tap 2. Cast a Reckoner's Bargain with the Wellspring. Alright. I have 5 mana available. 6 mana available now. Taps for black, untaps. Taps for blue, Chromatic Star. Alright. 2 mana. Deadly Dispute again. Yep. They're getting to the point where they're close to decking. Vladimir Enforcer. Frogmite. We can't stop them from killing the Stonehorn here with the munitions. Plays a Wellspring. Alright, so now they can't munitions the Stonehorn, so I think I'm just going to cycle the Remote Isle. They played a Blood Fountain. Alright. Skips the combat step. So now the only thing they can kill the Stonehorn here is a Galblast, which I have the prohibit for, so I probably don't cycle. I think I'm going to ephemerate the Drifter, looking for a wall or a teachings. We found the wall. Let's go ahead and play Terminal. Play wall. Grab the ephemerate. And then I have a land drop, so I'm going to use this map for a tower. Play the tower. And then I can ephemerate this. So now, the only way for me to win is to try to beat... I have to kill this munitions, and then I can start getting past everything. I can also Breath Weapon ephemerate into Breath Weapon. That might have been a good play there. Just kill everything. That wouldn't kill the Gurmag, though. Play Chromatic Star, and they can just get everything back with all their Blood Fountains. So they can use 4 mana to Pulse a Marasa, or to kill something. Then I can Pulse a Marasa via the Mnemonic Wall. I can do some Pulsey Loops. Breath Weapon not looking very good in this moment. Looks like they've kind of stalled out on card draw, but they have 2 blood tokens. They're going to Galvanic Blast the wall. Okay. That's 2 blasts down. I guess they can kill all my creatures now, can't they? That was kind of a bummer. Maybe I should try to counter that. 2, 3, 4. So that means I'm going to lose my ephemerate. So I suppose I have to cycle this Remote Isle. Kind of look for a flicker. We play a Frogmite for free. Kill my Muldrifter. My Muldrifter is officially dead, Zo. Okay, so we lose our ephemerate. Say no. We still have the Moment's Peace in the graveyard. Let's start on a compulsive. Discard land. Discard this. Map for a tower. Grab the tower. One thing I didn't consider is going wall. Is looping the breath weapons and then using the Bajukabog. Something we could attempt to do. Let's impulse. We find a teachings and a Stonehorn. Take the teachings, I think. So we pretty much have the unwind combo. That's gonna be difficult to accomplish. We might be able to actually use it though. Any order. Let's go blue. Cast this wall. Get back Pulse of Marasa. Yes. And then we'll cast the fog and then Pulse of Marasa our other wall. And then play the wall, Pulse of Marasa Stonehorn, etc., etc. They play a Silver Bluff Bridge. So we have the Moment's Peace. Green. Peace. Peace be with you. Peace be unto you in all things. Okay, sure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Plays a Krark. Probably should have countered that. Alright, untap. Pulse of Marasa the wall. Play the wall. Grab the Pulse of Marasa. Yep. To this mine. Oh my god, this is taking me so long. Green, I guess. Pulse Marasa back the Stonehorn. Blue. Cast a Stonehorn. Yoink. You've been Stonehorned. Okay, so here's what we have to do. We have to Teachings for Flicker. Flicker our creatures. Teachings for Weather. And then go for the Unwind combo. Trying to bolt them out. Actually, we just have to draw into our Dinarova Horror and then get rid of all their lands and their makeshift munitions, and then it's GG. They're going to munitions, targeting the Stonehorn. Okay. I'm going to Teachings right now for the Flicker. Luckily, we're up on time, but this is going very poorly. Munitions it again. Okay, Stonehorn is going to be dead. Are you going to use all of your stuff? Kill the Stonehorn. Yep. Luckily, they skip their next turn regardless. So they can use all their mana to makeshift munitions my creatures. They'd have to sacrifice quite a bit. Find a mine. I guess I'm going to play a couple of refractors. Find a mnemonic wall for pulse. Heyo. Wall. Get this Pulse Marasa. And then now we can just flicker our two walls, and then if they kill everything, we just Pulse Marasa back the wall, so then we're good. Let's Teachings. Grab a Weather the Storm. Or Moment's Peace. Should have grabbed the Weather the Storm, but let's cast the piece. No blocks. Let's do some looting. Discard the Seagate. We can crop rotation. We already have our 4 towers. Doesn't do very much. Loot again. Discard this crop. Find the Weather the Storm. So now we have the Weather the Storm Unwind combo. Sketchy. Okay. So start off on Flicker here. Okay, so they're sacrificing all of their creatures, or everything, to deal 4 damage. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I could have crop rotationed for the Bajuka Bog. That would actually be pretty sick here. Okay, sure. Green. Oops. Pulse of Marasa the wall. Play wall. Get back Pulse of Marasa. Yes. Green. Pulse of Marasa the wall. Blue again. Wall again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to get back the Flicker. And I will pass. We're still ahead on time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Getting in for 5. Probably should have gotten back the Pulse. Mistakes were made. Okay. Just have to get rid of this stupid, get rid of this. Get rid of this campus. Okay, Bajuka Bog's good. Bog you. Get rid of all your creatures. Looking for the Dinarova Horror. Okay, now I'm casting this Stonehorn that I just drew. Your turn. So we need a second Flicker, or we need the Dinarova Horror. Okay, this should find us the Horror. Impulse. We only have 4 cards left. Find the Horror. Any order. 3, 6, Dinarova Horror. Get rid of this. They were F6'd. So now we can go Flicker. Get back Unwind. Get back Wall Flicker. And play the Seagate. Green. Okay, I'm just gonna attack. They discarded the munitions. Let's counter that, I guess. Unwind. Somehow we're winning, but I'm feeling like really behind. Okay. Flicker, get back unwind again. Okay, we're getting back the unwind. Pressing yes a lot. Let's tap all of our lands. Blue. Unwind this. One tap a bunch of lands. And then I'm gonna blue. Flicker here. I'm gonna get back the lightning bolt. Okay, so it looks like they're gonna have a spell. Blue. Counter that. Alright, we win the game. After much difficulty. Unwind. Get back. Go see Flicker. Blue. Flicker here. Get back. Bolt. Okay. Luckily they conceded and are letting us have a bunch of time. Okay, for sideboarding here, we're going to be bringing in some Blue Blast, Ancient Grudge, Finger Marauder, Gorilla Shaman, taking out a Breath Weapon. Oh. And these network terminals prohibit Lightning Bolt and Bajuka Bog. So we're just trying to Lucksack and win the game. Okay, submit. Probably should have restarted because we need to move quickly. Surprised that we won that first game though. We got down to the wire. We have not the greatest. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it, I think. We have the Energy Refractor. If we do get Tron online, we have Power Plant into Island. We can evoke the Muldrifter. They play a land that we can hit with the Gorilla Shaman, so that's nice of them. Having the Refractor is important since we did cut the network terminals. Just gonna straight pass. Pass again. 2 mana for the opponent. They play a Wellspring. So we are going to untap, looking for a mine. Find the Dinro Horror, so let's just go ahead and slam the Refractor. We find an Impulse. I think what I want to do here is play the Tower and then Impulse, looking for mine. Or a Crop Rotation. Find Pulse and Marasa and an Impulse and a Muldrifter. I think I'm still taking the Impulse here. Okay, your turn. Impulse can also get me Gorilla Shaman to really mess up their board. They play a Mirror Enforcer. Okay. Find a Weather the Storm. Just cast Impulse again, see if they have a counterspell. They don't, so we can grab our Mine now. Play the Mine. And F6. They play a Bridge. And a Wellspring. A Frogmite. Now we're looking to find, I think, the Gorilla Shaman. So we can cast our Muldrifter, then see what happens. We might have a counterspell. Let's see if they have a Red Blast. Looks like yes. Darn. So let's yield until blocks. We can Teachings for Pulse of Marasa. We're going to go ahead and cast this Moment's Piece here. I'm trying to move really quickly, so hopefully I don't miss any commentary, but I need to try to get back ahead on time. Makeshift Munitions. They cast a Reckoner's Bargain. Go to 6 cards in hand. Find a wall. So I can Teachings. Get back a flick. Get the Pulse of Marasa. Play the Island. Green. Pulse back the Drifter. Your turn. You can cast Moment's Piece again. Okay, they get in for 6. I'm going to cast the Moment's Piece since I'm not doing anything else. Okay. We don't take any damage. Make our Wellspring for the opponent. Cast a Drifter. Okay, that resolved. We have a Blue Blast. Attempt to kill the Makeshift Munitions. Let's see what they do. They're going to Gal Blast my Muldrifter. Okay. Munitions down. Play Seagate on black. And then I can cast a Weather the Storm and pass. Okay. We're at 34. We're going to take 6 and go to 28. Now I would like to find the Gorilla Shaman. Mirror Enforcer comes down. Okay. They get in. Yep. Let's try to kill some their lands. Okay, find a map, so we're just going to go map for tower. Map. Grab tower. Play tower. Black. In River Horror. Get rid of your red land. They Gale Blast it. Let's go see Flicker here and here. Get rid of your other red land. Okay, which one's this targeting? That one? Get rid of that land. So they discarded blue blasts. Interesting. Blue. Cast a Small Drifter. Oh, I guess they wanted to have the blue blast for the Gorilla Shaman. Fight a Moment's Peace. Okay. They play their red land again. Nile Spellbomb. That's pretty good. Darn. Okay, we can Teachings for Ephemerate. We find the Ephemerate. Let's play this out. Blue wall. See what they do. Cast Teachings. Gonna grab. Think of Flicker. Flicker these two. Balance your creature. Draw some cards. An Ancient Grudge. It's pretty good. Okay. So it's gonna resolve. We get the Flicker. They're gonna cast a Reckoner's Bargain. Yeah, we get that back. And then let's go red. Grudge this. They blue blast. Okay. We should be able to take them out now. Let's see. Kills the wall. So we can't get that wall back because our pulses are gone. We have a Moment's Peace. No attacks for the opponent. Okay. Draw. We have an Unwind. Crystal Grotto. Let's see what's on top. Gorilla Shaman is really good. We're going to attack. And then Flicker. These two. What are they Reckoner's Bargaining? They sacrificed their frog. Okay. So let's Din Rovahor their Mirror Enforcer. That one's dead. Then we're going to pay green. Kill their other Mirror Enforcer. And then pay red. Woohoo! Yeah! Okay, so what I was going to do was go Gorilla Shaman, eat all these lands, and then I have Ephemerate. I can Ephemerate that Din Rovahor, get rid of the other two lands. Somehow we won the game. Woo! That was scary. Alright, let's go to the next one. Okay, we're back against Jace MTG for another matchup in another video. Not really where I wanted to be again. I'm going to keep this and play out Seagate on green. We have the crop rotation to get Tron eventually, although maybe this is too slow. Okay, mine. Let's play the Seagate on green again. Pass. Pass again. They have Thraben Inspector. Not worried about that. Okay. So we can pass. They get in. 1 damage. Scoured Barrens. And we will green. Yeah, let's crop this right now. Grab the power plant. Untap. Now we have Tron. We drew the power plant. It kind of stinks. So let's play out. Let's Teachings, I think. Teachings for an Impulse. Because if we find our Energy Refractor, then we're good to go. We want a Teachings on their end step so that they can't use their creature to get rid of it. We can Teachings for the Impulse and then play the wall for the Teachings. Or no, or whatever. Okay, so they get in. Sure. Plays a land. Teachings. Grab the Impulse. Draw. Seagate on green. Let's go wall for Teachings. I probably should put the Seagate on black, actually. Or white. Because black can cast the Teachings, and then white can cast the Ephemerate if we draw that. Journey to Nowhere, okay. It's not terrible, because we have the Din Rovahor. They get in. So we're expecting them to start playing some, what's its faces? Some Goliath Paladins now. Play the Impulse. There's a Refractor. In order. So we'll play this Refractor out. Okay. Draw some cards. Mine. So if they have another Journey, it's not great, but I think I'm going to go ahead and wall. Grab the Impulse again. Play the Power Plant. Yes. Power Plant, F6. I'm going to be playing probably a little bit loose here from tilting, I guess. They kill my creature. So now I can Teachings for Pulse and Marasa and pulse and replay the wall. Let's play an Inspiring Overseer. I cannot. See, that's the risk you're taking with the Dawnbringer Cleric and everything. Just get rid of your stuff. Okay, fine. Play the Stonehorn out since I can. Save targets always yield. Play mine. Pass the turn. Now if they have a removal spell, I can Teachings for a Flicker and then flicker the Stonehorn and the Refractor. And then I want to be able to Impulse and find my Dinrohor so I can get rid of the Journey to Nowhere, get back to my wall. No attacks. Oops, I forgot to do stuff. Whoopsies. Cast Impulse. Find a Muldrifter and a Flicker. I think I'll just get the Muldrifter. We can get the Flicker with the Teachings at some point. I'm looking for Dinrohor. There it is. So let's play this Quadrinx Campus. They're going to scry. And what we want to do is Dinrova the Muldrifter, or the Mnemonic, and then just set up a lock. They go for Cast Down. Don't think that matters. They play Spare Supplies. Sure. Okay. We'll get in with Inspiring Overseer. Let's see if they cast their Goliath Paladin now. Journey to Nowhere. I think I'm going to Ephemerate the Muldrifter. Draw 2 cards. Journey to Nowhere does not resolve. Find another Teachings. So now they can Core Skyfisher. Play Coalition Honor Guard. Okay, cycle this. Energy Refractor. Alright, so we have to Dinrova the Honor Guard and then Dinrova the Horror. Oh, the Journey, so that's not great. Draw some cards. Alright, blue and 5/6 mana. Black. Play Dinrova Horror. I guess we get to Dinrova the Journey anyway. It's weird. So we get our wall back. Casting. As part of casting a spell or acting of any, I guess it's since it's a triggered ability, we get it. Don't have to choose. Get back the Ephemerate. They discard the Journey. Alright, I'll play out this tower. And I think I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna discard the Moments piece. They draw a card with Spare Supplies. I can Ephemerate and Teachings. Maybe not. Play Dawnbringer Cleric. Okay. Sure. Gain some life. Bajuka Bog. Okay. Not a problem. So let's Teachings. Grab and... What do we want to get? Probably just a counterspell. Maybe the Flicker. Grab the Flicker. Flicker here. Draw some cards. This way, if they go for the Ephemerate on the Dawnbringer, we can just get rid of it. We get that. Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. Play Network Terminal. So much is happening. Okay, play out a Mine. I guess play Refractor. Let's Flicker here. Get rid of some stuff. Get rid of this land. Get rid of another land. Alright. We're going to probably just get rid of every land except for the Bog. Put back. Let's get rid of this map, I guess. Plays the Plains. Alright, we're going to start flickering over here. Getting rid of their tap lands. Get rid of this Plains. Flicker. Get rid of all their planes as much as possible, and then I can start attacking. We have to move super fast because our opponent is going to try to time us. Okay, draw some cards. We have a Breath Weapon. Not useful. Flicker here. Get rid of some more lands. Flicker again. Just keep getting rid of the lands. Let's play at the Grotto. See what's on top. I guess top. They play their Crossroads. We're going to flicker it away again. Okay, I'm just going to work on flickering all their creatures away now. Rid of their flyer. Blue. Holding up a counterspell just in case. Get rid of their Coalition Honor Guard. Okay, now we're just going to draw. And step, play out an island. Okay, attack with everything. Now I know they're gonna have like a million bogs and stuff. And now we can just pass again. They're at 28. Play Kabir Crossroads. Chainer's Edict. We unwind. Untap, untap, untap. Flicker. Now we're gonna get rid of all their lands. This. Get back to Flicker. Flicker over here. Just the mechanics of this are kind of difficult. Okay, get rid of this land. Since they're hellbent, got nothing. Flicker again. Get rid of the land. Just trying to make sure they cannot cast any spells. So this is the lock. Blue. Darn it. Flicker again. It's taking a long time to accomplish this goal. Okay. Get rid of that. Get back to Flicker. Get rid of the Dawnbringer. And now they're on 0 permanents. And we can Impulse, try to look for another threat so we can kill them quicker. Stonehorn, I guess, is fine. Any order. Just bog them. Always save targets and always yield, obviously. And then we're going to go white here. Cast a Stonehorn. Okay, attack with everything. Draw some cards. Looking for a threat. Really hope I don't time out against this guy again. So now we can compulsive ourselves. Discard a land. We can go red. Lightning bolt. Clicking like crazy. Wall. Get back bolt. Yes. Red. F6, okay. It's turn 13. We have 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 turns. Bolt you. Attack with everything. I think it's probably safer just to attack. That's the least amount of time used, probably. Like flickering around and getting bolts and stuff back is not useful. We're attacking for 7 again. Play the map so we don't have to discard. Okay, they play a Bajuka Bog. I'm just going to F6. F6 again. And swing out. Okie dokie. So matchups like this is where Rolling Thunder would be really good. Want the cast down. Probably want the grudge. I think Stonehorn's better than Moment's Peace. I think this is fine. Oh man. Make sure you have good click speed. One thing we could do is, if it looks like we're behind it all, we probably just want to scoop it directly and go to game 3. Like we want to be discerning and try to keep a good hand. Because being on the play is going to be really important. I'm expecting them to have like 3 or 4 relics. We have an Expedition map and Energy Refractor, so this is a pretty decent hand. I'm going to keep it. Ugh. Keep. Super clicker. Let's go. Bog. Okay. Seagate. Ungreen. Dawnbringer Cleric. Gain 2 life. Okay. Play out the Energy Refractor right away. Find a Mnemonic Wall. They get in for 1. Play Core Skyfisher and pick up their Dawnbringer Cleric to try to gain life and continue to time me out. They play a thing. They played a land that picked up their Bajuka Bog. Play this on red, I think. Not that it matters. They get in for 2. Relic. Plays a Dawnbringer Cleric and gains some life. They pick up their planes. Find a power plant. Go ahead and play map. And pass. I'm actually going to use the impulse rather than the map here. They're going to get in for 3. Plays a Thraben Inspector. Let's go yield until next end step. And they pick up some creatures. We're pretty behind now. Thraben Inspector again. Has impulse. And we're going to grab tower. Any order. They're going to eat our impulse with the... I think I probably want to go to the next game, but we'll find out. Tower. Cast this Mold Drifter. I'm going to block the Thraben Inspector, I think, if I can. They kill my Mold Drifter. They get in for 6. Okay. They bog the Drifter away. Green. Crop rotation this. Grab the mine. Yep. Mine. Okay, play tower. Blue. Play Mold Drifter. Find a Stonehorn. Alright, so now they crack a clue. They still have one Bojuka Bog in hand, I believe. They crack another clue. They play Basilica, they pick up the bog. Get rid of our crop. Okay. We're gonna crack this map. Grab a tower. Draw. Flicker here. Draw some cards. We have the save targets, always yield, always yield. It's fine to lose a flicker, I think. Play the tower. Play wall. They have to crack the relic. Okay, relic gets cracked. So now I can maybe win soon. I have the prohibit, I have teachings for flicker. I have the Dinrova Horror. They have a Bojuka Bog in hand. Alright. Teachings. Good flicker. Flicker these two. Get back to flicker. Alright. Yes. And then you can also play the wall to get back the teachings. And then next turn we can start killing all their lands. We have 11 minutes and 40 seconds to close. I think we're going to be able to make it. Chainer's Edict. Okay. I'll get rid of this Stonehorn. Or get rid of the Drifter. Dawnbringer Cleric's going to eat the Drifter. Understandable. So they have 4 cards in hand. One of them is a Bog. They skip their combat step. They play out. Let's go map. Crack the map. Grab a tower. Get as much mana as possible. So blue and 6. Black. Dinrova Horror. Get rid of this. Now we can flicker here. Get back the flicker. And hopefully, yeah, have everything be fine for the next turn. But you really have to protect the Dinrova Horror here. Maybe it was not necessary to flicker the Stonehorn. Okay, they're going to gain some life. That's okay. They're going to use Disciple of the Sun. Return target permanent mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, they're going to get back their Basilica. Play it. Pick up a land. Alright. So blue here. We're going to flicker. Get rid of your Basilica. And then I'm going to cast an Impulse. Looking for threats. We have 10 minutes and a half. Okay, we find a cast down. Is that worth it? I don't think so. Well, yeah, because we can just blast things with the Dinrova Horror. So let's get the Impulse. We have an Unwind now. Alright, flicker. Get rid of this. Get back to flicker. Flicker. Get rid of that. Back to flicker. Blue. Flicker here. Back to flicker. So they skip their next combat phase again. And I think I'm going to play the island and flicker again. Actually, we can skip a couple of combat phases because you can stack these. And then we don't have to worry about as much. They play the Scoured Barrens. Okay. Oops. Oh no. Well, I made a mistake there. Because I didn't do any flickering of getting rid of their creatures and stuff on their end step. Get back the Ephemerate and the flicker. Flicker again. Let's just keep getting rid of their lands. This is totally reasonable if this is not the fun part for us to watch. Get rid of that. Okay, flicker. Now I'm going to get rid of the creatures with high power. Get rid of that one. So I can start attacking. Get rid of that one. Now I'll play the Bajuka Bog. Get rid of their stuff. Alright. No big deal. No attacks yet. And I can cast a Prohibit if they somehow play a Relic this turn. Let's go ahead and Impulse. Looking for a Drifter. Found a Lightning Bolt. That's fine. Play mine. And let's see, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we can just go ahead and flicker here. Bounce this. I keep gaining 1 life a turn. It's no big deal. We're at 7 minutes left. Bounce this one. Okay. Flicker. Do. Get rid of this one. So it's 4 mana per flicker, so it's... Now I'm gonna Impulse. Find a threat. Try to win the game. Network Terminal. Any order. Play this. Play the Terminal. Okay, your turn. We're just gonna kill all the creatures. They play their Kabira Crossroads. They're just gaining a few life a turn with their lands. So we're gonna flicker here. Get rid of your land again. Sure. Maybe I'm taking too much time. Don't know. Blue. Flicker here. Get rid of your creature. Bolt that. Okay, untap. Flicker here. Grab the bolt. Alright, now it's trivial. Red. Bolt that. Okay, attack with everything. So now I think I want to flicker these two for an impulse. Try to find my Muldrifter. Cast this impulse over here. Find an Ancient Grudge and Ephemerate. They gave up! Taste it. Let's go. We've won every single game. A lot of them have been sketchy. Let's go to round 5. Round 5, let's go. We have Power Plant Mine, some lands, an island. I'm going to keep it. Play out the quadrants first. And we're just hoping they're not on red, I guess. Although we can Teachings for a weather. And then weather on like turn 5. Not great. Play an island. Miscreant. Ugh. Mine. Pass. So we can actually Teachings for Breath Weapon and wreck them. But not soon. Plays a ninja. We have 3 Pyros in the sideboard, as well as another Breath Weapon. Play out this Network Terminal and pass. Let's see if they'll tap out again, because we can go Teachings for a Breath Weapon and wipe. I hope they tap out again. That would be the best for us. They get in. What's it going to be? Here comes a ninja. Okay. Ninja. Mayahihi. So they have all the ninjas now. They discard a Preordain. Looks like they're going to cast a fairy. They think better of it. Okay. Found a Weather the Storm. So I'm passing here. I want to try to get them with my Teachings plan. They're gonna attack. So let's Teachings. Try to get a Moment's Peace here. Cast a Moment's Peace. And pass. Just stopping them from dealing me some damage. They play a Fairy Seer. So if they Spellslitter Sprite, my Moment's Peace. I'm going to play this on red. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. They're going to attack. Try to cast a Moment's Peace. Let's see if they Sprite it. No. Alright, they're disciplined, I guess. Let's go for black Teachings for Teachings. They'll likely counter this. They did not. Play this Mine. Play Energy Refractor. See if they have Spellslitter Sprite now. Looks like yes. Let's see. They'd have to have Spellslitter Sprite plus Counterspell here. They have Counterspell. Okay. They're going to get in. So I think I'm going to teachings. I can teachings for... Okay, teachings for prohibit. And then teachings again. Grab the breath weapon. So now they know that they need double counter. Wow, okay. So they're gonna ninja. They ninja a fairy. They're gonna draw a card. Now they're gonna loot twice. Discards Brine Barrow Intruder. I'm certainly gonna try to breath weapon on my turn. They discard an island. They play Preordain. So now all their ninjas are gonna die. They're gonna have one fairy in hand. I still need to draw into a Muldrifter, but I'm in a much better position than I was. That was a good one. Red. Kill everything. Mutagenic growth. Well, that stinks, but okay. Let's counter the snap. Okay. All their stuff dies. Play a island. Play Muldrifter. Now we go ahead and cast our Weather the Storm here. Pass. And I'm totally willing to sacrifice the Muldrifter as a chump blocker to block the ninja. Pass. I think I am anyway. Let's see what happens. I don't want them drawing extra cards. I need to be the one drawing cards. Brine Barrow Intruder. Okay. Plays a Fairy Seer. Now it's likely for my impulse to get countered by a Spellstutter Sprite. Alright, go ahead and Stonehorn. Oops. I'm going to counterspell the Stonehorn. So now if I impulse into a wall, I can wipe them. Find a Refractor and a Flicker. I think I just take the Refractor, play it out. Still looking for a wall or a Drifter. So now I can Drifter Ephemerate, I think. I don't think that's maybe it's a bad idea because they could have Spell Pierce. They could also have Force Spike. We're just gonna cast it. They didn't have Force Spike. That was huge. Okay, I guess I bog you for no value. Pass. And now we're going to hopefully win the game because we can block their creature. That breath weapon was huge. We can play Mnemonic Wall for breath weapon. Then we can breath weapon. Sure, block. Okay. Wall. I guess we can just get the prohibit, then ephemerate for breath weapon, then breath weapon. Yeah, sick. Okay. Dinrovo seems slow. We want the red blasts. We want the breath weapon. So I guess unwind is slow. So post board, do we want the moment's peace? I don't think so. I think we want the Stonehorns over the moment's peace. Let's play that out. We have 4 1-mana removal spells. We have 2 breath weapons as wipes. We have the Stonehorn to hopefully block and try to wipe the board. This is unfortunately not a keep. Mulligan. We have Mine, Power Plant, Grotto, Seagate. I'm going to keep this one. Put back the Mine. Say done. Unfortunately, we have nothing else going on but Tron lands. Very miscreant. Let's go Grotto, looking for red blasts. Wall, I think bottom. Play the map. I think we're going to be coming out of the gate too slow here. They have Moonhacker. Plays a miscreant. We have a network terminal. We're going to go ahead and get the tower. Pass. If we can land the network terminal this turn, that'd be pretty big for me. We're going to take 3. Okay, what is it? 3 damage. Big ninja. Scary. But it looks like we're going to be able to land the network terminal. And if we draw a red blast and they play out their miscreant, then we can just red blast the big ninja. Did not draw a red blast. So we're going to go doot, network terminal. Pass. And pass again. Our opponent is going to get in for 5, put us to 9. They are going to Moonhacker again. So we're gonna have 8, 9 mana. Our best draw right here would be Pyroblast or Breath Weapon. They discard Preordain, play land. Likely they have a bunch of Blue Blasts. Plays Miscreant. So we draw a tower, not the greatest. We can attempt to Drifter, Flicker, Drifter. Evoke this Drifter. If they have Counterspell, we're dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw some cards. Network Terminal. Flicker. What you got? Are they going to snap it? I don't know. I think we're simply dead here. I need to be a little bit more discerning in my opening hands. That was definitely not good enough. We want to have an answer to their turn 2 ninja, I think. They're thinking this one through for a while here. They snapped the drifter, and we're just going to concede. All right. Let's... Is there anything else we can do? Can get rid of the Stonehorn to bring in the cast down? Just as much removal as possible. Then do we want to cut the other Stonehorn at all? The Unwind? And I think it's okay. We just need all the removal spells for their ninjas. Okay, we are on the play for the final game of the league. We have a Lightning Bolt, Breath Weapon, Terminal. I'm going to keep this. Seagate on red is going to be what we're going to lead on. Just start killing their stuff. They're going to play nothing, it looks like. Alright. That works for me. Let's play out this map. They could have a Spell Pierce. Annul. Okay. I guess they could have another Annul in hand. If they play a Fairy here, I'm going to bolt it and then play the Terminal. Play a Relic. I didn't really expect Relic. I feel like that's going to slow them down. Let's see if they have another Annul, though. Okay. This is pretty important for us. So if this gets countered, it's going to be a very big deal. I would be kind of shocked if they had their second Annul in hand, though. And they do! Bummertown, population, us. We're going to get rid of this. Find a mnemonic wall. Okay, so let's go and yield until here. I guess now we're looking for energy refractor, more lands. They're going to get in with their fairy. Sure. Plays another fairy. So they're scrying 2. 1 top, 1 bottom. Let's attempt to wipe. Spell Pierce. So maybe I should have waited on the terminal. Draw a Mole Drifter. Let's evoke it. Need some cards here. Find a remote isle, so we'll play that. Not very good, but it is something. Now they can ninja. They relict our Mole Drifter. Gets in. Our Mono U Fae player decides to pass. Play the island. They're going to get in again. Alright. Can play this on green. Well, maybe it's going to be black here, actually. We can kill some of their creatures. Plays a land. Gets in. Plays a ninja. Going to attempt to bolt. So they probably have the Spellslayer Sprite. Cast down this. I snap it. Bolt it. Okay, it's dead. We do lose our 2 removal spells, which stinks. I'm going to draw a card. Looking to draw into a tower. Kind of teachings. Not the greatest. But now we could potentially resolve a mnemonic wall and then start flickering our refractor. Alright, they are going to relic. Play Fairy Seer. They accidentally don't attack. So I can play Teachings here for a Pyroblast. I think that's okay. Play this Grotto. I don't want the island, I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't think I want the island. They relic my teachings. They get in. Play a Moon Hacker. So should I try to Red Blast it? I guess that's the play. They know I have the Red Blast, so they have a response. They have the Spellstutter Sprite. Okay. They draw a card. We really need... Okay, we have a Red Blast, which is really good. We're going to go ahead and play Mnemonic Wall. Try to get the Red Blast. And then they can either crack the Relic, or they can give us the Blast. Decide to crack the Relic here. And now we have a blocker. So now we can start flickering the Refractor to draw cards. Although we're still in a lot of trouble. They get in for 2. They have another Ninja. Never not Ninja. Okay. So they have Spellstutter Sprite in hand, 5 unknowns. I play Fairy Seer. So we're close to dead. If we find a tower, we're in really good shape. Yay. So now I'm going to flicker here. Draw a card. They have the Spellstutter Sprite. We have the Red Blast. They have a Blue Blast. Damn it. Sorry. That really stinks a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're dead immunogenic growth here. They just had, like, too much good stuff and we didn't have enough. I think that generally these kinds of Fae decks are pretty good against us. What we need right now is for them to have absolutely nothing. We block. They have nothing. And then we go... we top deck a Mole Drifter. We go Evoke Drifter, Pulse and Marausa Drifter. Okay, so that's step 1. They have nothing. Oh, but they did top something, so they're going to draw it. What are they going to discard? Discards a Blue Blast. Okay, draw. Mnemonic Wall. Okay. Cast Wall. They have a Counterspell. We have a Pulse and Marausa. So we go back to 7. What do they have? Another... Okay, I can't get too upset because they literally had all the good stuff. Like, they had no blanks. And we lose the game. That's okay. I'm not well versed in Tron and we got wrecked in the end. But we did hit a 4-1. Overall, I think that just game plan wise I need to work on it. But otherwise, Tron was pretty sick. We 4-0'd a bunch. And it was awesome. So I hope you enjoyed. It was a crazy league. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good day.